Are you looking for a professional recording microphone really good for under $100? Believe it or not, they're out there. I found one. Let me show you what I found. Welcome back to the channel, and this is in my series of kind of products I'm showcasing before Christmas. It's another microphone, but this one's a little special. This is going to be by fifine, F-I-F-I-N-E, and this is called the Amplitank or Amplitank podcast microphone. They call it it's basically a dynamic microphone as well. It's the K688, that's the model number on this one. And the reason I like this is it's actually going to be USB as well as XLR. So you got a USB and XLR microphone built into one. You can do either or. And XLR is that kind of special cable for it's a little bit better quality sounding. But you can also use it for like USB, just plugging into your Mac or your PC. That's really nice as well. So overall though, I love this because a couple different reasons. Number one, it's just a great overall microphone, and I'll give you an example of that. But I'm going to kind of unveil it here. And what this is if you take a look at this is an incredible looking. It's basically going to be a podcast microphone, right? So you're going to hang it from a boom above you, and I'll show some close-ups of it as I'm talking about it. It's all metal construction, very high quality metal construction, and it just looks really elegant. Obviously, it does have sound dampening, as far as when you actually mount this. Now, it does not come with the arm that you mount this on. You'd have to get a special, obviously an arm to come in from your desk or something. I do have them, but I just didn't mount it yet. And what you can do is you obviously hook that in, but it does have this anti-vibration. You can see it there. I'll show some close-ups of that. So if you actually have any vibration, this isn't going to shake the microphone. It's going to kind of prevent it from shaking. So that's really good as well. It does have a mute button on top, but on the back of it is kind of the business end. And you can see in here, here's the XLR connection. You can see the bigger one. And then next to it is the USB-C, and then it's got a headphone jack, and then it's got a headphone volume, and then it's got the gain control, so you can go ahead and adjust the gain of it. The reason, again, I like this is just the build quality in general. If you take off this little piece here, you can see it's all metal, very high quality construction of this one, and it's only $79, so it's going to be like around $80 right now. I was told, obviously by the owners of this, that you want to talk into it straight in like this. This is not a microphone that you set up like up and down like this. You actually want it to come in from an angle, and you want to talk kind of from the front of it as well. And overall, though, the sound of this is great. We'll do a quick review of that in a second. Oh yeah, it does come with this 8.2-inch cable, I guess, what you want to call it, and it has USB-C on one side, USB-A on the other. So that's just something to consider. This does go into USB-A, so you have to go into I went through just basically a dock or something, and it worked perfectly for me. Obviously, the XLR connection is going to be completely different, which I did not test that way. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into the test, and I'll come back and kind of wrap up some more points of this. But I want you to hear this thing, so let's go ahead and do the test now. I'm not going to be on this. I'm going to be on this microphone right here, starting now. This is a test of the fifine K688 microphone. This is a professional podcast microphone. It's a little bit more expensive than the last one. Let me know what you think. How does this sound? Is this a good sounding microphone? I think it is actually, and it has a lot of different features, including the XLR connector, although I'm just using a USB connector for this sample. So let me know how you think this sounds. I'm in a controlled room right now. I think it sounds really good. Fifine. All right, again, I'm not a professional. I can't set up a professional sound studio, so I just want to let people know this is just kind of not so much a review, but it's going to just let you know what's available out there. But this thing is known for, it supposedly have, what's it say here? It says it with SPL of 130 decibels. So what this is made for is you can scream into it really loud, or you can sing. This is going to be basically an audio microphone for singing, for podcasts, for things like that. And you're not going to get those high peaks and stuff. This is able to control those like really loud noises. And it's just going to work really well for overall all those type of things that are what you'd have in a professional recording studio. Now again, are there better microphones out there if you're going to spend $1,000? Yes. But if you're looking at spending under $100, are there better ones out there? I'm not so sure actually. Just the look of this thing, obviously it's very elegant. Comes with the dampening on it as well. Comes with the XLR feature. Obviously, you need to get your own boom arm and things like that, but overall, the range of it, and it has, obviously gain controls and all the different controls built into it. So overall, it's a great microphone. And again, it's from fifine. The model number here is, let's see here, it's the K688, and they call it the Amplitank, I guess, or something like that, podcast microphone. But again, it's not just so much for podcasting as it is for voice reproduction and also singing into it, musical instruments, things like that. Try it out. $75, can't go wrong. It's one of the best out there. We'll talk to everybody soon. Peace.